Hello folks, my name is Prince Olu Sharaibi and I'm here to give the whole world a gift. And from this video henceforth, I'm going to be sharing, we're going to be talking about a lot of things, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of things with you too. But first and foremost, let me address the real reason for this video, and that is to introduce to you the billion coin. Now, the billion coin is a cryptocurrency. We know that we have been enslaved in this world as debt slaves by the banking systems that we are all familiar with. And we know that now we know, well, there have been about 13 ruling families on this planet. They have owned all the banks. Notable of those two families are the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. All the banks in every country, I don't care whether you're in Africa or in Venezuela or in Europe or in the US or in Russia or in Asia, all the conventional banks that make up this banking system on this planet have been issuing us with fiat money and making us indebted to them and to the governments that also that they back up. We have been enslaved for so long, humankind, by this fiat currency. And what I mean by fiat currency is the very euros, pounds, dollars, pesetas, whatever you think is real money, because you can hold it in your hand, is fiat money. Now, the banking systems have been tools of the governments of this planet to control your lives and mine for thousands of years. And of recent, the desire for humankind to be free, at least those of us who know that we've been bound, has brought forth from the universe this concept of cryptocurrency. Now, cryptocurrency, what really is it? I'll just summarize it now. We're going to deeper later, but right now I can summarize it and define it in this little way. It is money that we human beings have created out of our own minds, and it has there is no government control over it like we have in fiat currency. There's no taxation on it. There's no centralized control of this money, and because of that, we can use this money within ourselves, the billion coin to be precise. There are some other cryptocurrencies, but this cryptocurrency, the billion coin, is what we're going to be talking about primarily here. You see, the value we put on the fiat currencies has been what has been ruling us from from the time we started using what we called money. Before, they had the barter system, and we had our mental values in this barter system, and we ran this barter system. Okay, now when money came out, we put our minds to that too. But what we didn't know was that it was controlled by a minority, a drastic minority. This fiat money that I'm talking about. And they used it as a tool to enslave humankind for their own benefit. We all thought we were making money, but while we were doing this, they were making us indebted to them. And so there was no way, even if we were working or doing business, we will always end up indebted to this system and to them. And when I say them, you know whom I mean. So the banks ruled our lives. Anything that rules our economies rules our lives on this planet. And so people have gone from cradle to grave as debtors, because there would always be interest, high interest on the money, and if you saved, you will not have high interest. And if you worked and you made any money monthly, you always had to be taxed. You always had to pay tax, heavy tax. You have to pay electricity bills. You have to pay water bills. You have to pay all kinds of taxes. And at the end of the day, you have little or nothing even to survive on. Even to feed yourself, or house yourself, or clothe yourself. And then at the end of the day, you kick the bucket. I don't want to say you, don't take it personally. I'm just addressing the human predicament, that has been prevalent for many, many, many centuries. And when they kick the bucket, whatever happens after that, well, we'll come to that some other time in another channel. But when you look back on the life you spent here, what has it been for? What did you gain? And if you look at your life now, as you're still in this world, on this planet, what are you doing every day? What are you trying to get done every day? You're trying to make money. That's the long and short of everything. Everybody's running around on the street trying to make money because they believe that they will gain some kind of independence and comfort while they spend their days on this planet with money. But the system that you are working under is not designed to enrich you. It is not designed to enrich you with dollars or with pounds or with euros or with naira in the case of Nigeria, and with any other conventional fiat currency. It's designed to keep you in bondage, in the bondage of debt. So that's why it's called debt slavery. The cryptocurrency is decentralized. Why those fiat currencies are centralized and controlled by the banks and the government of this world, the cryptocurrency, Tbcv, the billion coin, for example, is decentralized. And we, in the TBC community have chosen to take away our mental value from the fiat currencies and place it on this cryptocurrency, or the billion coin, to be precise. Okay, and we are expanded and still expanding all over the world, and it will get to a point whereby we will cease to use fiat currency outright and only be using the billion coin. This way, all poverty will become extinct. So it is not going to be like the world is when it is being run by the fiat currencies, where you find people sleeping on the streets, people killing other people, wars, famine, sickness. You know, even there will be a day when every other aspect of our lives, which is benevolent for us, will become decentralized. Every transaction that we do in the billion coin or in this cryptocurrency, whether you call it the Kringles or the billion coin, they're more or less the same thing. Okay, is actually recorded by a blockchain. Okay, and not by any government, and not by any bank. The transactions are not taxed, and it offers you financial and economic freedom. That's what it gives everybody. It keeps climbing in value. That is the billion coin I'm talking about. Okay, I call the billion coin the breaker of chains too. It's still TBC. That the abbreviation is the same. The breaker of chains. The billion coin. TBC. And then again, truth breaks chains. That is TBC also. It is based upon the truth. And the truth is that we the humans who have been enslaved for aeons by debt and many other things that have come along with it, have become free by the adoption of a cryptocurrency called the billion coin. Because once you're free economically, then every other aspect of your life will start to manifest freedom. When you exterminate poverty, your wealth will also be made manifest in other aspects of your life. So the decentralization of power, of economic power, by the billion coin would also manifest in other aspects of your life. For example, the government uses their health system to control everybody's health on the planet. Once that power of control once it is decentralized, which means every individual has power over his own health and decides his own longevity or his own lifespan and his own quality of life, that is a parallel to what is happening in the area of economics. And that is what the billion coin is doing for all of us. So um, I would like to tell you how I came to understand to see this um, billion coin. How did I get to know about it? I was just shown a few like a just like a couple of months ago, more or less. A friend of mine showed me um, his brother's wallet on the TBC 009 page, and he only bought 150 USD worth of Kringles. You know, he didn't do any other thing. He just bought it and left it there. And he left it there for about 1 year, and that was when we came to know about it. So the value of those Kringles, which are also like the cent form, the tiny form of TBC, okay, because I believe it's like 1 million Kringles makes 1 billion coin. Well, okay, 1 billion, 1 TBC, right? That $150 worth or US dollars worth of TBC had become $4,560 worth. So what it means is that the TBC or the Kringles that he had bought for $150 initially remained constant. Okay, the TBC figure remained constant, but the $150 expanded until it became $4,560 in just 12 months. There's no taxation on that. That is a phenomenal interest rate. As far as I'm concerned, it's like 30-fold. That money was multiplied by approximately 30 times in that 12 months. And it's still his. Okay? So, and that was just concerning that. He hadn't entered into all the programs to enrich, to get more cookies and all that. He hadn't even duplicated himself yet. He actually forgot about it after some time. He thought he was useless. Initially, the first 2 months, he was thinking, he just wanted to see his money increase, or the value of his money. He just wanted to see increase. But after 2 months, it picked up, and it started to increase in value against the dollar in leaps and bounds. And 12 months later, it was like, what's he got here? $4,560. It was only then that he raised the alarm and started telling people, and that's how I and my friend and I got to know. And I was also with the same type of mind. Look, let's get into this thing. This is 30-fold in 1 year. I had put in Bitcoin. I had bought some Bitcoin at the beginning of that year, and I bought 50 euros worth of Bitcoin, 50 euros worth of Ethereum, and they fell throughout that year until it was almost nothing. And so I didn't hesitate to get into the billion coin. After getting into the billion coin, I started to find out that there's more to it than just putting money in somewhere and expecting it's more than just buying Pringles or buying the billion coin. and leaving it somewhere for it to increase in value against the fiat currency. No, we have got to expand. We've got to duplicate multiple times so that the community that uses this billion coin actually is spread over the whole planet. And the more we are, then the more the strength of the billion coin, which is now our currency. By the way, the government of the Philippines has adopted the billion coin as their national currency. A former Spanish colony, they were using pesetas and all that, but now they've adopted the billion coin as the national currency. And there are people all over the world that have adopted this currency, and those communities are growing fast every day. Now, we won't have time to go into the details in this video because this is just an introductory video, okay? But in every subsequent video, we will dig out different aspects of this currency and of its of its advantages and the projected future scenarios that will be manifesting in due course because of the billion coin. One thing I know is that it's going to eradicate poverty all over the planet. It's going to set into motion what we would call an exodus from this planet of all the banking moguls or the banking chiefs, or let me say the banksters, those who have been enslaving humankind economically for so long. Because when everybody looks to the billion coin as their money, then fiat money loses its value. Because we have freed our minds and decided to give value to the billion coin. And we've taken away the value mentally from pounds, euros, let me say fiat currency, right? Pounds, euros, dollars, and all that. Pesetas, all the fiat currency. And because of this, we have emancipated ourselves from economic mental slavery. Like Bob Marley used to sing, or like he sang, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds, and all that. Okay, we're going to be talking more about that, in the future, in subsequent videos. But the bottom line will always be: become a member of the community that deals in the billion coin cryptocurrency. You will eradicate poverty from your life. You will become rich. Like many of us are going to become rich. We are going to become millionaires and multimillionaires and billionaires just because we've adopted this new currency, this cryptocurrency. Because there's no bad system or evil system in place here. We have set ourselves free from that evil system, and we are using this money like a free energy. That's another aspect of things that will become decentralized. Yes. they've been controlling the energy on this planet by limiting our options for, energy alimentation. Okay, energetic alimentation. But the billion coin is a harbinger. It's like an allegory, a very powerful one, because once this monetary or economic energy called money, once this power of this energy distribution is decentralized, every other thing in our lives, this planet, every other advantage for us, which has been limited to us by the powers that be. That means whenever I say the powers that be, I'll tell you it in an abbreviated form next time. That would be TPB, right? The powers that be. TPB or TBTP, whatever, TBTP. The cryptocurrency will be a harbinger, a prophetic harbinger of the decentralization of all the energies that the powers that be, or TBTC, or TPTB, right? So everything that they've kept from us would also become decentralized. In short, unleashed for our free enjoyment, okay, and for our free acquisition. So if it be energy, well, we're starting to get into free energy, open source. There's also open source knowledge, right? Open source Gnosticism, that's coming out too. We'll touch on all these things. Life, the power of life itself is being decentralized. Just because of this economic power decentralization, that is the phenomenon that I would call TBC, the billion coin. Just because of this, every other thing is going to be made freely accessible to us. And because of this, the powers that be are getting ready. In fact, they've started to bail out of this world to off-planet destinations. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and co. They're bailing out. They're going to other planets. That is another topic that we'll be touching in bits and pieces in future episodes or future videos. So, nevertheless, I want to emphasize that the first step any of you should take now, quickly, is to get registered as a member of the TBC community of the Billion Coin or stroke Kringle Cash, we call it Kringle Cash too, community. Quickly now, and get yourself empowered economically, because that's what will happen when you get into the community and do all the community chores and tasks for rewards and for the is expansion of our community globally. You duplicate yourself, get more people with you, get your family into it, get them also to register, and add continually like that. Every person that is listening to me now or watching me now, because there's no point running around a whole lifetime looking for economic emancipation and not finding it, and finally kicking the bucket, dissatisfied. No, we've got it now. We've got the answer, and that's the good news. And the gift that I give you now is going to be becoming a member of the Billion Coin community worldwide. Just click on the link I give you. It will show underneath this video, that link. Click, get into that link, get into that page, register. Read up everything you find there. Of course, we'll be going through a lot of the details of the education concerning the TBC community. We call ourselves Tbcians, okay? Worldwide, okay? Everybody of every country, every color, okay? All the races, all the human race rather, because we're really one race, humanity. So get in there, get into that link, register, pay your life membership fee, and get cracking with all the tasks that will earn you cookies. The first task, which is non-negotiable, is that of duplicating yourself. Duplication. And that means giving this same gift to other people that you know and urging them to do the same. As ASAP. Next time when I come, we talk about more things, okay? This was just an introductory video. We'll talk about more things next time. And in every video, we'll treat one or more topics that involve education concerning being a member, becoming a member, and being a member of the TBC community worldwide, or education concerning being a Tbcian. Okay, so this is yours truly. I love you all, and I want you all to be rich. I want you all to end. I want you all to be happy, like me, or even happier than me if you can. I'm excited because this is the real deal. This is what changes all the rubbish that's been going on this planet. This is what changes it. It changes our paradigm for the best. So, once again, I'll remind us, get into my link, the link that you see below this video. Click on it, register, pay your $10 life membership fee, and immediately get 2 people at least, to come in to do the same in your referral link too. That's how we start. Okay? So my good friends, brothers and sisters all over the world, this is Prince Olu Sharaibi signing off. Till the next video. I thank you all for watching this video, and we'll see you again. Hasta luego. Until next time. Odigba. See you later. Cheers.